And we are back with the Zine Hustle Vlog, episode number 85, going strong. And on this channel, if you're new to it, we talk about zines and DIY culture. Basically, if you're into DIY projects, craft kind of business, trying to break into the creative economy, as some people call it, this is the channel for you. Came to the right spot. And today I want to get into Feral Comics issue number 6. It's an issue that really was a marker for me. It was kind of the halfway point for the business that I was hoping to kind of like build and formulate. And it was actually on Feral Comics issue number 6 that I realized, one, that this was a system that could be self-sustaining, and two, that it was something that I could and wanted to do for the long run. And that's actually when I reopened the subscriptions. So prior to that, subscriptions were closed. I opened them from December to January, and in February I closed them. But it was in issue number 6 that I reopened the subscriptions, and now we've doubled the subscription base to the Feral Comics project. And so it's going to be discontinued this Sunday. This issue will be discontinued this Sunday. And I think that going forward, I want to always showcase the comic as it's discontinued, to just show people kind of what was in there, the artists that we published through that issue, and kind of where my headspace was at as a publisher. And so let's go ahead and get to that. So here we go, you guys. This is Feral Comics issue number 6. This is the one that will be discontinued soon. I'm not sure how many people understood what this was, but this was the young gentleman, a violin player, used to play for the Cats, was murdered by police officers. And so this was something that I drew just in response to that. Another thing to note about Feral Comics issue number 6, it's actually the first time that I did like a little editorial, and so it stands out to me for that reason as well. It's also the first time that it actually has an image as a cover and then also a back image. So that's two first on this. Another thing is that, you know, the more I kept looking at comic books, I realized the ones that I like always had something going on. Very rarely that they use dead space, unless that dead space was used to implement or emphasize a certain point in the cartooning. So that's also something I try to implement in this. So in this issue, we have the third installment of The Search, which is a comic by the homie 33 Tenor, an artist out of Australia. We also have Screen Idol from the UK, and then there goes I. So this is the homie's work right here from The Search. This is the third installment. I really like the homie's cartooning. It has a very distinct style, and it has a very distinct attitude. And so this is the third installment. All 3 installments have been in the Feral Comics project. Starting with issue number 1 was the first installment of The Search. So 33 Tenor is an old school Feral Comics contributor. So this is the homie 33 Tenor's Instagram handle, Working Class Visual Storytelling. You guys can see his style is hella dope. I definitely enjoy this. So then we have Screen Idols. Now Screen Idols, a lot of this is reprinted in Screen Idols' own printing of his comics. But he was happy to stretch his legs out here to the US and get something published out here. Look at the artwork. I was more than happy to have this included in Feral Comics issue number 6. Here is my Screen Idols Instagram handle page, and just look at this art, man. And this is the name of his comic, as you can see right there, published and printed, called Gadzooks, and he's on issue 2 already. And then you have my work, You Sir Are Not a Chef, which I sketched out at work. We had a person complaining about the soup, and this is how I dealt with that, by drawing something where the chef stabs a man in the neck. But yeah, so this is Feral Comics issue number 6. This will be no longer available starting Monday. So if you guys haven't got a chance to get this issue, I suggest you get it. This was a lot of the first, and actually this is where I kind of began to change the format. Feral Comics issue number 7 looks a lot like this in the way it's formatted. The art is very different, but a lot of the things that I kind of implement in this issue have carried on to Feral Comics issue number 7, and we'll be carrying on into Feral Comics number 8. And obviously, I'm going to be building off of this, but this is definitely kind of where I'm at right now, and I'm really digging this style. So that was issue number 6 of Feral Comics. Once again, those RSS information will be in the show notes for you guys to go ahead and show the homie 3310 some love, as well as the homie from Screen Idols. And so with that being said, you guys, beyond that, I've been dealing with hand cramps. I haven't drawn as much as I've been drawing these last few days, and I've been trying to really work like a madman trying to get the next issue of Feral Comics done. But it's definitely fun. It feels fun to be drawing and creating. Like I always tell people, this is something I can do all day, but sadly I have other things that I have to take care of in life. And so I always have to get into it but pull myself back out, because if not, it's a slippery slope where I can spend weeks on end doing that, and then overthinking and rethinking, right? Because I actually redid a page 3 times already, and it's kind of like, okay, just make a damn choice on the page and the layout. But it's like that. You'll do redo, but eventually you have to set your own deadline, and so Feral Comics issue number 8 will be out before you guys know it, man. Alright, beyond that, man, thanks so much for watching. As always, please subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, tell your homies to subscribe. That shit will definitely help with what we're up to. Alright, guys, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Lates.